Hey guys, I guess I should have brought out the camera sooner, but I didn't. Forgot all about it. Forgot that I even have a YouTube channel, I guess. So anyway, um, I was in town, brought my truck into the shop where I work to change the oil, and while it was in the air, I found some coolant. And I got looking, and what I discovered was the water pump was leaking. And there is the offending guy right there. You can see where that soft plug is. There should be a weep hole in there somewhere, and it was all wet, dripping down. The bearings are starting getting loose, so it's time for a change. So not that I wanted to, but anyway, tore it down, and new water pump's on. The belt is back on. Now, the hardest part about this whole job is getting the fan off. If you don't have a fan wrench, this can be a difficult job. And I'm at work here. Here's my mess of a tool cart. We've got a couple different fan wrenches right here. There's the one that'll grip the big nut, and this guy will hold the bolts so you can take it loose. And then sometimes even a big mallet, whack that wrench and then off it'll come. Well, anyway, so we got it changed, got it back on there. I'm going to put it back together now. But one other tip: if you take a hose and you take your hose and you push water this way through the radiator, backwash all those cores, you'd be amazed at the amount of dirt that you're going to get, especially on a higher mileage Colorado, or well, any vehicle that's high mileage. My little truck spends a lot of time, I live on a side road, so it goes down the dirt a lot. Not too fast, but it goes down the dirt a lot, and it's high mileage. That was the original water pump. Truck's got 220 something on it, 221. Original pump, and the truck's been around the shop since probably about 80 or 100,000. So we've never had it apart. So that radiator's never been washed out either. And I've already squeegeed the floor down, but a little bit, but the amount of dirt that come out of it is pretty incredible. So let me get the fan ready to put back up in there, and I'll turn you back on. Okay, something like this. You can see I got it almost down in there, but at the very bottom, see there's a round tab there between the hose and the cooler line. Radiator's going to drop into that, or the shroud, sorry. And then probably can't see it. Oh, there's one down there on the other side. So this is going to be difficult to do with one hand. So same thing, I'll turn you back off and I'll come back in just a moment. Kind of an awkward angle, but you can see trying to get the fan on there. This can be a pain at times. If you got a good clutch, though, you can usually spin it, and it will start to turn. Backwards. Well, same way it came off, but anyway, it come off. This is a right hand thread, I believe. It's not the lefty. Some of them are left hand. This thing's kicking my butt. It's usually not this dang hard. All right, you get the idea. I'm going to shut it off, get it on there. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. I got it started. So, like I was saying, with good fan clutch, once you get it started, you can just give it some spins. You can see the nut turning there, and it will start going on for you. And eventually the nut's going to come up against the end of the pump. I'll grab the wrench and we'll just give her a little hit, make sure it's snug. There, like that, it stopped. Grab the wrench. Bear with me. Sorry it's so jerky. All right. Get the wrench down in there somewhere. Let me get it. Bad lighting. Okay. You can see it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it was rolling the motor. Give it a little hit. It's tight. And that should about do it. Fill it back up with coolant and be on my way home. Also, being that this is what I do, I have a serpentine belt kit. You could remove that belt with just a ratchet or a 3/8 breaker bar, but since I have the kit, that's what I use. You guys can probably pick up, if you do a lot of wrenching at home, you can probably get something like that cheap at maybe like Harbor Freight, or even eBay or Amazon. You can probably pick up a cheap kit. This is a Matco. It's a little pricey compared to what you're going to want for home use probably, but like I say, I use it quite frequently because this is what I do. So anyway, that's probably going to about wrap this up. I will try to get this put together and put on the channel. One other quick tip, guys. I caught coolant in the drain pan, and I'm going to put that back in, but it's a lot of dirt and garbage in it. Being, like I said, the truck's high mileage, sees a lot of dirt. There's a lot of dirt on the frame rail from it draining. Good thing to use, right there, you see it in the funnel, a paint filter. Usually most auto parts stores they're cheap. They'll either give them to you or, they're very low cost. But you can use it to filter your used coolant that you're going to reuse. If you're going to throw it away, don't worry about it. But anyway, a little tip. Hopefully it can save you guys some money. Being that I have a working relationship with our local auto parts, they just, gave me a bunch of them. But at any rate, if you got an auto parts you frequent, they may just give some to you too.